Everyone, welcome to Anime Amigos. I know Ren's not fully sat down, but that's his own fault.
Hello.
Yep.
I'm Calvin Atkinson, the Pokemon Punk.
I'm Reece, the Gundam Guru.
I'm Ren, the JoJo Genius.
I'm Ed the Vanguard Vagrant, and death is in the air. Apparently the whole Grimace Shake thing is causing a bit of a debacle, with a lot of people dying very violently, and it's causing a huge trend on the TikTokers. I'm just thinking, that's funny. I've been doing that for years. They don't call me Made in Death for a reason. So, I decided instead, I'm going to show you my own shake, the Elliot shake. That's right, Grimace is the only one here who's a narcissist. It's all just going to be nice combinations of stuff, completely fine substances that are 100% non-toxic. It's all going to be very, very, very great, very, very fine. We're all going to have here. I mean, who has to die? Who wants to live up to the age of 26 anyway? I don't. I was going to die when I was 24. But unfortunately, God said no. He said, no, we're going to have you live until you're 30 because we want you to be even more depressed. But
Okay, what's that last one?
Urine.
Fresh urine.
It's all urine.
so I forgot a spoon. Fuck it.
Oh, I used that glass in the office.
I thought you were going to say you used that finger.
Well,
So
Kid named Finger.
here we go. Cheers.
Bottoms up.
Can I say for legal reasons? That is mostly made up of things like innocent smoothies and.
No, it's not what you're talking about. So, okay, so here's the problem with the Grimace Shake. That death is kind of instantaneous. It happens a bit too quickly. Meanwhile, this one, the same violence, but a lot more drawn out. Like, it doesn't happen instantly. How long will it last? What about the length of your average Anime Amigos? But it's a spring 2023 video.
Which now officially
Let's go.
starts.
Can I just ask for context? What's the Grimace Shake?
Oh, it's a thing that's It's a thing that's just shown up on Twitter and like TikTok and all that.
Basically, it's Grimace's birthday. People are drinking it and they are dying violent deaths.
Right. Okay.
It's a really bad-looking
trends.
milkshake that's coming from American McDonald's, and as a result, people are drawing their favourite characters drinking it and dying. So someone did it with like giving it to Lloyd and Anya, and then it shows that clip of them.
Outstanding.
Yeah.
Outstanding.
So, spring 2023. Wow, was this a step up from winter?
Fucking hell, it's been great.
Hugely. Incredible season.
So, do you think? Okay, here's the thing though. This made it quite hard picking.
Yeah.
Yes.
But it was very. I thought the season was going to be. The season was definitely not defined by the sequels. The season was defined by the original content.
but the sequels were still equally strong.
Sequels were strong. Like
It's equally strong.
I have reduced a lot of them on my list because I thought most of the sequels we have been nominated for Anime of the Year, so I thought they've had their chance.
Fair.
Although, that being said, the winner of Best Sequel did get a nomination for Anime of the Year. So, what do you get? I'll start with you, Reece. What did you think of the season as a whole?
Yeah, I thought it was really good. It took a while to get going though. A lot of these shows had a slow-paced first few episodes. For a lot of them.
Reece? No, Reece.
Yeah.
Elliot.
Wow, this is really strong. It's actually working. I think it's been a very good season. There's been a lot of really, really good shows. To the point where, like, here's the thing: Cooper won't let me be invisible. Is a show I love from that season. It gets very few points from me, and I love that. Like any other season, would be my favorite for selling that.
And there's Cal editing the spreadsheet.
I forgot that one show.
Well, here's the thing though. With Kubo, we are counting it because it didn't get a chance last season, so we're giving it a chance this season.
Okay.
And even then, it doesn't get any points off me, which is a shame because I loved it.
Yeah,
I didn't watch
really
it.
good.
It's a weird follow-up to Kubo and the Two Strings. I didn't expect that.
No.
Yeah, it's very weird. Like there's no strings in it at all.
Yeah,
this time.
Let's
Completely different animation as well.
Well, let's get to the best holdover, and everyone picked the same thing. It was Vinland
Vinland
Saga.
Saga.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it was the only one.
Yeah.
Yeah, for the record, G-Witch season 2 is a season 2 because according to Sunrise Japan, so it was a sequel.
Yeah. Which only announced last week. It's officially labelled season 2.
Well, it's but man, Vinland Saga season 2, fantastic. I'm looking forward to doing more of a conversation about it when we do our Anime of the Year in January.
Yeah.
Because let's be honest, he's going to be picking it.
I can't wait for the spin-off where they're all snakes. Vinland Naga.
Oh, wait, Vinland Saga. I thought. God, that really is true. I thought we were talking about Gundam for some reason.
No, Gundam we're going to talk about later, but I think though it was really good. Vinland Saga season 2 really good. I'm not up to date with Vinland Saga season 2, but it's what I saw of it was really good.
Yeah.
It's such a good show, man. It's so. Yeah.
Well, obviously you're gonna get up to date because it's an anime of the year contender.
Yes, exactly,
for us
yeah.
at the minute.
Yeah.
Elliot, your thoughts on Vinland Saga season 2?
What I was going to say is Vinland Saga, somehow this arc, in my opinion, was probably better than the first one. I thought it was really damn good.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's that one covered.
Yeah.
If anything, the only thing that was weak about it was the fact that the OP and ED weren't that strong this time. That's a first for Vinland.
Yeah.
I mean, it was still survive. It was still survive, set the profit. They're still very good.
Which is a shame because this is one of their weakest OPs in my opinion.
No, I still really like it.
Let's go on to actual points then. OPs. So Reece will OPs. I think this season really strong. So I'm expecting everyone to have 5 honourable mentions.
Obviously.
So my honourable mentions are 10th, I went with Tony Kawa season 2.
Thank you.
9th, Eden Zero season 2.
Ooh.
8th, Skip and Loafer. 7th, Vinland Saga.
Oh fuck! Oh no, I did put Ian Zero on there.
6th, Dr. Stone. And now for the points, I went with Heavenly Delusion. 4th, Demon Slayer.
Considering it. How the fuck did I miss that?
Did you forget to put Demon Slayer?
I forgot to put Demon Slayer on the list. How the fuck did I manage that?
We are good at our jobs, we swear we are.
It's that. You can say, it's that.
Valiantly the Bolden.
It's that joke of. Can I go back to a GIF I sent earlier in our chat? Why am I so useless at literally everything?
I am so smart.
I am so smart. S-M-R-T. I mean S-M-A-R-T. Reece?
3rd, went with Hell's Paradise.
Ooh.
2nd, I went with Gundam, Witch and Mercury.
Okay.
Well, second.
No, great one in my opinion this time.
Yeah, season 1 was stronger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And 1st, I went with Oshinoko.
Ah.
Yeah, fair play. That was good. Okay.
Tense 19, no idle summer.
Are you going to do that every time someone mentions LP?
No, I'm getting it out of the way now.
One of the things I do enjoy about our podcast is the poor renditions we all do of OPs and EDs.
No, you mean the poor editions Calvin does.
So,
Yeah.
well, we'll follow
Okay,
along.
Oh, hang on, I've got to give it 3
My
points.
turn. Number 10 is Eden Zero.
Yep.
Number 9, Dangers in My Heart. Number 8, Mobile Suit Gundam, Wish from Mercury. Number 7, Vinland Saga. Number 6, Dr. Stone, New World. Number 5, My Love Story with Yamada, 11999.
Let me get to that one then.
Now, Cal, I should you put that one on the list.
Yes, I did.
Number 4 is Death Mount Death Play.
Oh, that was a good one, yeah.
Number 3 was Tengoku Daimakyo, or Heavenly Delusions.
Thanks for that.
Number 2 is Skip and Loafer.
Oh, well, good choice.
And number 1 was Oshinoko.
Yep.
So I just want to draw attention. Cal spent the legendary hero is dead as the legendary hero is dead. So maybe he's a pirate in this one.
You know on the 4th tip you can really taste the platypus milk.
Oh, beautiful. I got that.
I put an extra R there. What the fuck?
Legendary. Okay.
Can I also, just to point out, Reece, have you got a picture on your thing of a badger eating a burrito?
It's
No,
a
it's
sloth,
soft.
you. It's a sloth. Learn your animals, you fucking pro.
Yeah, you did an animal care degree. How have you managed that up?
I didn't really like sloths all that much.
How can you not like a sloth? You are one!
That's what your Patronus would be, probably. Anyway, that's the last mention of anything.
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
Moving on.
So, honourable mentions, I've actually got 5 this time. So, Demon Slayer Season 3.
Batch.
The Dangers in My Heart. Oshinoko. Loving Yamada-kun at level 999. Sorry.
Really?
You're picking all the really good ones for honourable mentions.
Because I think there are better ones. So Ancient Magus Pro Season 2, and then Galaxy Next Door also again. Oh, so that's 6 honourable mentions. Sorry. Points. Ranking of Kings Season 2. Otaku Elf, number 4.
I didn't like that one. I thought no one saw that.
I did. It was good.
Ren mentioned it on stream,
Yeah.
like Tuesday.
Yeah. 3, Skip and Loafer.
I don't care if this is not out of order. Fuck it.
That's okay.
You will in a minute.
Yep. Number 3, Skip and Loafer. Number 2, Heavenly Delusion. And number 1 is Hell's Paradise.
Oh.
So good. I woke up one day with that in my head for like 3 hours.
Okay, so I'll go through my honorable mentions. I had Heavenly Delusion, Galaxy Next Door, Tonakawa, Hell's Paradise, and Death Mount Death Play were my honorable
Hey,
mentions.
someone else mentioned it.
My top 5 are Loving Yamada-kun at level 999.
Woo!
Skip and Loafer. Oh yeah, Hell's Paradise was a nominee, an honorable mention. Skip and Loafer, it's down there.
It begins with S, Cal.
Yeah. Legendary Hero is Dead.
Sorry, no, you mispronounced Legendary.
Yeah, no, don't do it again.
Legendary!
Oshinoko was my number 2.
Only number 2.
And my number 1 was Demon Slayer.
Wow, interesting. So you guys picked the same OP, didn't you?
Yeah, we
we
picked
picked
Oshinoko.
different ones.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
So Demon Slayer though, it's Man with a Mission. Why was I not going to pick it? I love Man with a Mission.
It's a really good OP.
And it's probably one of their strongest songs to date.
I will personally fight about Gundam on that with IBO.
Yeah, I mean, obviously Raise Your Flag is in. They got a lot of us, Raise Your Flag, Database, Seven Deadly Sins.
Didn't they do the well-known Fullmetal Alchemist one? Original?
No,
I
that's
don't think so.
no, that's not them.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm certain it's not them. I know all the Full Metal Alchemist OPs. So Man with a Mission doesn't do any of those.
Did I have a stroke, or is Ancient Magus Bride Season 2 OP the same as...
No, it's not.
I swear it's similar.
It's
to
so
something
similar.
we've
That's
seen
why you
on-
can make the difference.
I just connected that in my mind. I was
It's
like, wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not just me.
Moving on, we'll go to Oshinoko because that was the most consistent on the lists. It was honorable mention, first, second.
I didn't want to pick it for a while because I thought it's the obvious one. I want to pick someone else, but like I was so close to picking Skip and Loafers because
That was so cute.
it puts a smile on your
Yeah,
face
every
time you listen.
It's lovely.
I wonder
You
if
listen
they,
to it to the point where I was genuinely sad the last time I see it.
I wonder if they actually put motion capture to get that look because it does look. The animation in that does blend very natural with
A lot of them probably do. They have cameras set up in different areas.
because I can't be able to get that whole weird dance movement they did.
The yellow dress made me think of what's that film with Ryan Gosling and
La
La Land.
yeah, that's because the yellow dress and them.
I actually think now you mention it, I think that might be a deliberate reference.
probably an inspiration.
But yeah, with Oshinoko, I just
Oh, sorry, Ren. It's sorry, Ren. It's not La La Land. It's Moonlight.
Very good, very good.
It was the year that they read out the wrong Best Picture winner
At the Oscars.
at the Oscars, and then they called out La La Land when it was actually Moonlight.
How long ago was that now? That feels like a dated reference, but I know that was only a few years.
Sorry, I couldn't resist it.
No,
Whenever we were
it was
going to
a
bring
good
up La La Land,
It was a good one.
yeah, but with Oshinoko, it's the obvious choice for a reason. Like the song's really good. I love how it does a very good job of making an idol song sound menacing.
Yeah, no, it's because that's what the show's all about. It's the idea of the entertainment industry has an ugly edge to it and it comes from all sides.
Yeah, I picked it. I was also very super impressed by the way he was able to shift styles on the fly.
And it's that again the lip syncing with the I is brilliant in that one.
Yeah.
As I say, the thing that stopped for me was just the fact of how good Man with a Mission's OP was for Demon Slayer. You're the only one who gave it points besides me.
Yeah, he got 4th place for me.
It's why did it go in your top 5, Reece?
Well, again, Man on the Missions, they always do consistently great songs.
Yeah. I mean, even that one they did for that Amazon Prime locked one, Inuyashiki, that one was great.
Oh god, yeah.
I thought that show was alright from what I heard.
Yeah, it's all right,
But it has really dodgy CGI.
Yeah, no, it was one of those. I was like, I can see why Amazon bought this one. They were desperate.
Yeah.
So, Hell's Paradise didn't do as well here as I was expecting it to.
Yeah, I was surprised. That was my number
It
one.
just missed my list. I actually consulted with Elliot the other day, and I said, I've got these 3. Only one can't make the list, and he was suggesting, and he said, I would take Hell's Paradise off with that one. And at that point, I said, okay, let me take that off. And I said, yeah, that feels right now.
Yeah, I mean, the thing with Hell's Paradise, I think the visuals are great, but I feel like they're not action enough for the show, I guess.
Yeah.
And I feel like the song's just not as good as the others.
Oh, trust me, Hell's Paradise is going to make up for it on my list.
Yeah,
so-
no, I just for me,
gonna
like,
make
pretty
up
much
for
day
it.
one watching the season, I was like, oh my god.
Oh shit! But it is joint second place with Demon Slayer season 3 at the minute. It's Ocean Oko's obviously leading with 7 points.
Yeah.
But you didn't put it in the top lot of your list. I know you didn't watch that much of Ocean Oko.
No, so it probably didn't have the same resonance. I do absolutely hear what you say. Like, it does have those menacing undertones for what should be like quite a nice, peppy song. But no, I did like it, but it just wasn't quite there for me. I think had I watched more of it, I would have appreciated it more.
I will say as well, I have been the only time I'm going to comment on mangas because the Ocean Oko's manga's been a bit of a Twitter conversation recently.
How's that?
Some leaks came out, and some people are not happy with the idea that these leaks might be real.
Well, not everyone likes vegetables. So.
But anyway, the only time I'm going to comment on the manga is for changes with Heavenly Delusion and Hell's Paradise, because those are the ones I actually read the manga of.
Oh, I'd be interested
on
in
some level. I read them along with... The only I'll get it out of the way now. The only difference is there's more explicit nudity in both of them.
Right, okay.
Right.
That makes sense.
Whereas...
I mean, it's pretty explicit in Hell's Paradise.
Yeah, but it's even more explicit in the manga, as in...
Right.
You
Do
see,
the Tencent have nipples?
yeah, you see nipples in the...
Yeah! Man tits!
There's...
Wow, that has gone to my head. Ooh.
That drink is really affecting you, Elliot.
Don't worry, death will happen. Look forward to it.
And then you're going to get reincarnated in another world.
As a slime.
Nah,
Or as an idol.
nah, let's be honest. No one might like, I'll just be a fucking chicken.
And then, but no. What will happen is, and then the chicken will inhabit your body, and then we'll have a massive adventures between all 5 of us.
No,
to get your body swapped back.
All 5
No,
of us.
you'll just be going.
The chicken.
You'll just be going. I'm Randy Jojo Genius.
Okay, how do we get here? Let's move on to EDs quickly. Reece, let's go for your... EDs are pretty good this season, actually.
Yeah, so honourable mentions: 10th, Ranking of Kings; 9th, Tonikawa; 8th, Vinland Saga; 7th, Ocean Oko; 6th, Hell's Paradise; and now 5th, Dr. Stone.
Oh yeah, that one was quite good.
And then with Eden Zero.
Reece will be the only one giving it points at the minute.
Hey, I watched Eden Zero. I liked it.
3rd, Demon Slayer.
Thank you.
2nd, Heavenly Delusion.
Oh yeah, that one's really good, actually.
Wasn't into it, honestly.
No,
And 1st, Gundam Butcher Mercury.
Of course.
This is the best ED
yeah.
out of the ones it's had.
I was watching it and I was like, I know Reece is going to pick it for best ED anyway, but he's actually right this time.
Yeah. Thank you, Ren.
It's alright.
So I gotta guess we know what your favorite ED is.
I will
Yep.
not reveal.
Number 10, Mashal, Magic and Muscles.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes!
That was such a fun show.
Number 9, My Love Story Yamada 11999. Number 8, Konosuba, An Explosion on This Wonderful World. Number 7 is Mobile Suit Gundam, Witch from Mercury. Number 6 is Skip and Loafer. Number 5 is Oshinoko.
Yeah, that one was pretty good.
Number 4, Insomniacs After School. I
First
keep wanting to
point.
say After Dark for some reason.
Yeah, I think Insomniacs After Dark is pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah.
Number 3 is Hell's Paradise.
Yeah.
Number 2, Death on Deathplay.
I can't really remember that one.
And number 1, Dr. Stone New World.
Wow.
Dr. Stone is moving up in the world.
Hey.
Ren?
So, honourable mentions, I've got Ranking of Kings Season 2, I've got Loving Yamada at level 109, I've got Hell's Paradise, I've got Opus.Colours, don't add back colours. Oh no, actually, no, it's not getting any points from me.
Thank you.
The Galaxy Next Door, and then points, Demon Slayer Season 3,
Good choice.
I've got Otaku Elf.
You're the only person who's going to give this points.
I am! I've got Oshinoko in number 3.
Because he's the only person who's seen it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I was so close to putting Mashley at number 1,
Yeah.
because I just love it. It's so
Oh,
funny.
Mashal.
Yeah, it's
Mashal is so good.
It's so
Yeah.
funny!
It's just so Custard!
I was
Chocolate!
watching, I was like,
Yeah.
what the fuck? They did this. So, and then number 1 is The Witch from Mercury.
Yeah.
Of course.
Okay, my one honourable mention, 2 honourable mentions, Heavenly Delusion and Mashell. Then I had G-Witch as my number 5. Had Tonikawa as my number 4.
Mhm.
first point it's got on the board, and it'll be the only person I'll. Then I went with Galaxy Next Door.
Calvin is crying inside.
Yeah.
First point for Galaxy Next Door. Then I went for Demon Slayer, season 3, and my number 1 was Oshinoko.
Oh.
Fair play.
That's a good one, in all fairness.
Can I ask, does Galaxy Next Door get many points from you in future?
Yes. Yeah, it does get quite a few.
I'll be honest, it doesn't get any from me.
Or me.
I don't think it even gets any mentions from me.
It might not hold on to all of those points, Calvin. I'll just warn you.
Oh, it's okay. It doesn't too.
So, Witch from Mercury was
Oh, so
number 1
good.
for both of us, Reese.
Yeah, just that style and the ending dance, just perfect.
It keeps getting better throughout. I remember watching it the first time. I was like, okay, this is cool. Oh, this is cool.
Yeah.
Oh, this is cool.
I'll be honest. I think I might slightly prefer the first one, just because I like seeing all the Gundam blueprints and whatnot.
Yeah.
I just sort of like that aspect of it.
Yeah.
Second one's good though. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, because this is very much focused on Soletta and Mio.
Absolutely. Which is nice. I think that's one of the strengths of the show, actually. And teases a lot more to come for the show.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was going to have... Because obviously in the first season they do like a heavy lesbian focused... Well, you know, they kind of like imply the future relationship.
Yeah.
The ED seems to imply that it gets a lot more real, which I'm totally in for.
Yeah, because fans picked up on it. Season 1, episode 4, when Soletta goes around to Mio's to study for the test, and fans pointed out there's only one bed. Yeah, and then Mio says to Soletta, right, come back to sleep. So they've been sharing a bed since episode 4.
I love that.
Oh shit!
Good for them.
Yeah.
Other than that, Oshinoko did quite well on all the lists. That one did quite well.
That was a pretty good. That was a good one.
Yeah, honorable mention for me.
Yeah, I like the from his. It's from his perspective, really, isn't it? And,
Aqua.
with the rap as well. It's nice.
It's it does again note the sinister nature of the show. Does quite well with that.
Yeah.
Demon Slayer did quite well here. Again, it's another Man with a Mission song.
Yeah.
I think it's the first time they've had an ED actually.
Yeah, because they've not done one for any Gundams or any other shows.
Yeah, I like it as kind of like a. I like EDs that are tonally.
So hooray! They're now in the same category as Myth and Roid.
Hey.
Can I just talk about Opus.Colors for a sec? Because I'm not.
Yeah.
Wait, we haven't talked about my one yet.
Oh, sorry.
Dr. Stone.
Yeah, Dr. Stone, very good ED.
I really liked it. The song, it kind of reminded me almost like a bit of a Western song. Like, I don't know why the first band that comes to mind is Foo Fighters.
Oh really?
I don't know why. Maybe
Well, what if I'd say I Never Surrender?
I just like it.
Sometimes
I just like it. I like the visuals. I thought the song was chill, a good representation of the show. I just liked it. Thought it was good.
Yeah. Actually, if it was like Foo Fighters, it'd be everywhere over Glastonbury, and everyone would write how much they're sick of it.
Yeah.
I thought Galaxy Next Door had really cute animation on it.
Yeah, animation's very good. The song's pretty good. I'm the only one to give Turner Cower any points, but I think it's because
I didn't watch it. Sorry. I would have liked to.
Trust me, I put it this way. I said this to Elliot the other day. Tonokawa ends at the point there's going to be, like, the plot is going to start moving along to a new direction. So they just chose to stop just before it. So I think that's where they're going with season 3.
Yeah.
Especially considering the OVA they've got coming out actually also is kind of doing a bunch of the filler stuff that they don't want to do in season 3.
Yeah, my problem with Tony Cow, as I said to you, is it's a bit stagnant.
Yeah, as I say...
like, it's kind of... It's not doesn't mean like it's having any direction. Not to the same point that Angel Next Door does, but
yeah. No, the thing is, it's as I mentioned, it's because they chose to stop at the point where it stops being stagnant.
Yeah, I guess it's a bit like as an example, Tower of God, because the prologue for that one, as far as I know, from what I've heard, is not great. It's a bit afterwards that gets really good.
So what? Moving. Well, obviously we'll talk about Tonokawa later because it does show up on a couple. One more of my list actually.
I just want to mention Opus.Colors. So the show, bear with me, Yaoi VR artwork. That's
Of course
the
it
premise.
is.
That's the premise. And the ED is looks like another mocap kind of animation thing of two guys dancing towards each other. It's probably the campus thing I've ever seen, and it's great. I love it.
Yeah.
But the show's bad. Don't watch it.
Okay. I think the other one to talk about here is Hell's Paradise didn't do as well here as I was expecting.
No, I wasn't big on the ED.
I liked it. I mean, I liked it. I thought, again, it was kind of I think it's kind of the same problem I had with the OP, which is that it does not match the show. Like, you get this kind of calmer piece in Vinland Saga, but they work because there are a lot of sort of calmer moments in that show.
Yeah.
Hell's Paradise does not have any of that.
No.
Can I mention another one here we haven't mentioned?
Okay.
The one I've noticed, we've talked about G, which we've not Ranking of Kings got a point here.
Yeah,
didn't it?
I gave it an honourable mention. Reece gave it a point.
Yeah, no, I gave honourable mention.
Oh, did you? Okay, so
Yeah, it was 10 for me.
I think we just move on. Honestly.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Let's move on to biggest disappointment. By the way, Oshinoko is in the lead with 12 points. G Witch is in second with 8, and Doctor Stone. No, Demon Slayer's in third with 7. That's the current top 3. So biggest disappointment. This is minus points going. I only got 3 for this one. How many did you guys get?
I didn't have any.
I just realised I had 5 now.
Ren?
2.
Okay, let's go with your.
Yeah.
Reece, you got nothing from there.
The first one, I like to know this is only a slight disappointment. You're gonna hate me though. Number 5, A Galaxy Next Door.
Oh no!
I liked it at first, but it kind of started to fall off around the halfway point for me, honestly.
The last few episodes really pick it up.
Number 4, My Clueless Friend.
Yeah.
That was just annoying.
Joe, I'm putting it at the bottom because it's not getting any
Yes,
points.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was just, to me, that was them trying to do both. They were trying to do both Nagatoro and Teasing Master Takagi-san, and try to hit a middle ground between those two, and fail miserably at both.
Yeah.
How do you think they were trying to do Nagatoro?
Yeah, it's a similar dynamic in terms of the group.
Maybe.
Not really.
So-
Anyway,
Teasing Master Takagi-san really.
Anyway,
Yeah.
number 3, Too Cute Crisis.
Too much.
An alien comes to our world and gets overwhelmed by the cuteness of cats. Literally, the one joke in the first episode is super annoying as well. Literally, the one joke here is just, oh my god, what is this creature? It's a fucking cat.
Next.
Number 2, The Aristocrats Otherworldly Adventure, Serving Gods Who Go Too Far.
Yeah.
That was fucking annoying.
Oh yeah.
Like, you know a show's bad when the OP is recycling footage it used previously in the OP.
Yeah.
Yep.
And number 1, I got a cheat skill in another world and maxed out and became unrivaled in the real world.
I knew someone was picking that. That's why I made sure that got on the list. I knew someone was picking that for this category.
I'm not being funny. Why do we even watch Isekai with those kind of titles and
Some of them
expect
are-
them to be good?
I checked it out because it actually got decent, pretty high ratings.
Can
at first.
I add to this list though? To your point, Ren. That time I got reincarnated as a slime.
Yeah, but like
Amazing show.
The cheat skill and then the aristocrat and the godless. No one's asked.
Ugh.
No one's asked.
Nah. Ren,
Whether that's just the second time or I'm not sure.
Ren, let's get to your ones.
So what did I say? Biggest disappointment. I only got 2. Sorry, Cal. The Galaxy Next Door. I actually moved it down from number 1, so you're welcome for that. So.
Oh yeah, fine. Fair one.
And number 1 is My Clueless First Friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That show was bad.
I saw the animation style and I was like, maybe they're trying to do something different here. I'll
It-
give it a chance. And then
Here's
it's
what it
just-
reminds me of. It reminded me of Gay
No
no
Kitaro.
Kitaro.
I was about to say that.
That's a really good comparison, actually. Yeah.
The difference is Gay no Kitaro is good.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Is that actually a lot of fun?
Gay.
Gay. I know gay.
I've had a good.
How long ago did we watch that show now?
2018, 2019, something
It was
like that.
It was worth for the Logan Paul piss tape
Yes,
they
in
did.
the first
Yeah.
episode, yeah.
Speaking of which, speaking of which, if I get kicked out of a wrestling show this weekend, it's because I told him to pay back his back because for his crypto scam.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, crypto game for legal reasons.
Yeah, which is funny because on Twitter now he's blocking everyone who mentions pay back the victims of Crypto Zoo.
Wait, quick say it then. Pay back the victims, pay back the victims, pay
Pay
back the victims.
victims. Fuck, that we go. Fine, sorted.
My Twitter page is at CyberCrow. Logan Paul, you do your job.
Mine. We're gonna put my clues for -5 because it's number 4. Then I had Aristocrats, Otherworldly Adventure.
I thought I was the only one. Me and Ren were the only ones who saw that.
First episode, and I just said no.
I
fucking
didn't
way.
even get through the through the entire episode.
Now, the next two are shows that could have been good, but I didn't think they turned out that way. Though the top one is better than the bottom, than the one below. So then I had The Legendary Hero is Dead.
Disappointment.
A lot of people did not like
By
it.
the time it gets good,
Yeah.
it's too late.
Yeah.
I dropped it because I dropped it like episode 6 when he started to inhabit like her body.
Yeah, episode
Like,
nine,
okay.
episode 9, 10, they actually improve on that aspect of the
Yeah.
show.
Yeah.
And by then I'm like, no, this is too late. You should have started with this.
Yeah,
But-
the show was funny for. Sorry, I'll stop interrupting.
Number one was My Home Hero.
Oh.
Yeah, interesting. So, did you watch much of that?
I watched a few episodes and I was just like, wow, this is dull as tar.
Because I thought a lot of people liked that show. Well, the manga at least.
The people if they like the manga, then it's a faithful adaptation. I do not get why, because it's just like, I'm watching a bunch of horrible people being horrible.
I think, from what I heard, a lot of people did not like the anime, but I'm pretty sure the manga a lot of people enjoyed.
Maybe the manga's great and I'd enjoy the manga, but I think if it's a faithful adaptation...
In that case, I don't think it is, honestly.
There's got to not be a faithful adaptation then, because I really did not like the show at all.
Well, sometimes anime studios just mishandle beloved franchises. You know.
But there's also a bunch of times where people say the manga's better, and I've read the manga and I thought, no, it's the exact same fucking thing. You guys are fucking deluded.
I'll grant, I thought the premise was interesting, but then I didn't actually watch further because it was boring.
My clueless friend was at least one number one in several on every list.
Yeah.
So let's get to that one. That was boring.
Sorry,
My Clueless Friend.
Yeah,
That was just.
Yeah.
I mean, that was just annoying. I think what really showed it is that we watched that, and I watched that, and immediately afterwards watched Dangers in My
Yes,
Heart,
exactly.
which does that, but 1,000 times better.
And it's such a good comparison because it's the reverse dynamic and infinitely better. It's
Yeah.
so much better.
Yeah, and Dangers in My Heart was a really good get for High Dive
Yes.
this season.
Yeah.
So I thought I will be honest, it doesn't show up on my list.
It shows up on mine
It gets
quite a few
point for me.
times.
But we'll talk about that. One that is going to show up on my list later and is now on minus points is Galaxy Next Door. I'm glad it only got -2,
Yeah.
but
I only watched the first episode
Look.
and watched it in dub. And
It was here's the thing. I said this before. First of all, I'm disappointed we didn't get more of them working on manga. Again, it might just be because I'm a massive fan of Bakuman, but I want to see them working on manga. I want to see where that goes. And I also think, I think the kids are annoying for one.
yes.
And I don't know. It's just. I'm just not massive on it. It was like at the end of every episode, they have to show how much they love each other.
Yeah.
And it's just like, for God's sake, Tony Kawa doesn't do this.
Yeah.
I will be honest. It does actually. It does pick up towards the end, and because it's going to show up on my list. I did enjoy this one. I think the biggest issue I had with. I think it's interesting as well. They managed to pack the whole thing in, and it's about 13 chapters. They did. It's about a chapter an episode. So it's actually really outstanding. It's really did a good job with that one. It's apparently the first phase of it has come to an end, and we're going to get the final volume of that part of the manga in next month, and then the continuation is coming later down the line.
I'll only talk about one manga this episode.
No, I said in detail.
Okay.
I was just saying. So I'm more commenting on the fact of how much.
Yes, yeah.
I was surprised how little they adapted of it.
Yeah, I just wasn't into it.
Yeah.
I liked it at first, but it kind of fell off for me.
I'm glad it's on my list in a couple of places because I don't want to end on minus points.
Yeah.
Reece,
In which case I'll be
Let's talk about the biggest surprise. Reece, you really have done?
Yes, I didn't watch that many originals this season.
Fair enough.
Because and the ones I saw were YouTube or Twitter clips. I was like, right, I'm not even going to start this.
Yeah.
But can I ask one that I thought was going to show up on a bunch of lists and it didn't show up, and I didn't put it on mine because I thought it's not bad, it's not enough of a downgrade to go on disappointing. But Ancient Magus Bride season 2, because I heard no one talking about that.
I didn't manage to get to that one.
I watched a few episodes and didn't get into it enough to watch more.
Yeah,
no,
I wouldn't say
same.
it warrants disappointment because I'm sure there's good bits to it. But
Yeah, because from what I saw, it was just like mid.
yeah.
Oh Jesus! Did you get so bad there?
No, I told you, slow death.
Which is a shame because if it had come out like 2-3 years ago, I would have been interested in watching it. But it waits too long. I feel.
Yeah, like it's been 6 years since
Yeah.
the first season. It's kind of sort of you took too long with this
Yeah.
one.
Like with Tonokawa, for example, that did get a bit few eyeballs, but that was 2 years. One that was 2 years
Yeah.
removed from its first season. In fact, less than 2 years because it came out in fall 2020. and
It's like Attack on Titan.
That was 1 or 2 years. Calvin can't do maths right.
Oh yeah, no, slightly over 2 years.
Yeah.
It's slightly over 2 years.
2.5 years.
So it comes out in that time, and it's also got the Crunchyroll backing of it because Crunchyroll is financing the project.
Yeah.
So it's also why it got day in day dubs. It's the only other show that got that this season was Ray Liana, which we will be talking about Ray Liana because it comes up on my list a couple of places.
It comes up a couple, I think. I can't remember.
I saw it, but it doesn't come up on my list.
I'm glad that Crunchyroll is starting to do these day in day dubs. Like we had it with.
What do you mean by that, day in day?
As in, it comes out the same day as the sub version.
Oh yes.
So we had it with Tono-chan last season. This season we've got it with Tonikawa and Ray Liana.
Yes, Ray Liotta. Yeah.
Moving on. Let's go on to let's boost some positives again. Let's talk about biggest surprises.
We didn't talk about my one again.
Oh, sorry.
I got Cheats Another World.
Why do we talk about that? That's just bad show.
That is the prime example of why wish fulfillment, just for wish fulfillment, is bad.
Yes.
Agree.
Because Guy, what is it about? Oh, super fat ugly nerd finds a door to another world, kills one enemy with a power. First of all, the title is a lie. He doesn't get a cheat skill.
Yeah.
He just gets powerful weapons.
Yeah.
And he kills one enemy, gets super buff immediately, and apparently from what goes forward, he gets added to like a prestigious school, becomes a supermodel, like all that overnight, and you just think, this is just wish fulfillment, and I don't care if people like it. Wish fulfillment is bad.
Yeah, especially when handled this way.
Yeah,
right? It feels like a really bad self-insert.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. Because what happens when you get wish fulfillment? Bland stories, a bland character that doesn't get challenged at all.
Yeah.
It's just
awful. Unless it's like a monkey's paw wish fulfillment.
Yeah, it's like the exact. This is like the prime example of why wish fulfillment is bad.
It's a prime example why I say that people say Rising as a Shield hero is wish fulfillment. I'm like, who's fucking wishing for that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Seriously, light novelists making this kind of shit actually fucking work.
There's another.
Stop being lazy.
Let's move on to biggest surprise because I want to move into four.
Yeah, I got really passionate about that one then. Sorry.
Yeah, I've got 3.
I've got 4.
I've got 5.
I got 4. So we'll go with your ones, Reece.
So third, I've got Loving Yamada, level 1999.
Shit, I messed with the thing there. There we go. It's alright, got it. Sorted.
2, Danger in My Heart.
Cole tries to locate the non-alphabetized list.
It's in alphabetical order now.
Oh yeah, okay, good.
And then first, Skip and Loafer.
Yeah, that was a better show.
Oh,
That was a better show than I was expecting.
Yeah.
Elliot?
Number 5 was Insomniacs After School.
Yeah, that came out nowhere.
That was not expecting to love that near as much. Number 4 is Yuri Is My Job. The show, I'm pretty sure I'm the only one who's been bumping that one
I
up.
saw episode 1, wasn't impressed.
I honestly really like it. The main character's such a bitch and I love it. Number 3, Dangers in My Heart.
Yeah. Well, that's the point.
Yeah.
Number 2 is Death on Deathplay.
Yeah, where did that come from?
And number 1 is Skip and Loafer.
Hey.
Ren?
I put, pardon me for bumping up extra points, Ranking of Kings Season 2.
Sorry, that is bullshit. You knew Ranking of Season...
I'll explain later. Loving Yamada-san at level 99, I love Yamada-kun at level 999, and then number 2, Heavenly Delusion, and number 1, Hell's Paradise.
Oh, okay.
Where's Heavenly Delusion? Well, they're right next to each other, so that makes that easy. Right, I had on my one, I had Hell's Paradise, number 5, because I really wasn't expecting it to be as good as it turned out to be when I was looking at the promotion. And I had Skip and Loafer. No, that's I'm in the wrong category there. Death Mount Death Play.
Hey! Again, I'm not the only one who's seen that one.
Then Oshinoko.
Nice.
Oh, you thought that was only a surprise?
Yeah, no, I didn't know what to expect when I went into it. And then my number 1 is Ray Liana.
Ah!
So, I don't know anything about that show, so you have to talk about it.
It's kind of another villainess show, except rather than someone being born into the role of a villainess, someone giving themselves a role of it.
Okay.
Because basically, she gets reincarnated into the story of a novel, and of like a murder mystery novel. She's the character who's meant to die.
Oh.
So she tries her best to avoid all of it.
But now the story's changing as a result.
Oh, okay, interesting.
And it's
It's
really good.
Yeah, sadly, it doesn't get like any. I mentioned it a couple of times, not to get any points from me, which is shame because it is legitimately good. It's very good.
No, it gets a few more points off me. But the thing is, I went into the show thinking, well, there's another villainous show that I'm not going to be interested in. And I was like, oh my god, they actually nailed this. It's like a character dies and then they're afraid of dying again. That's actually something that I wish more isekai did. Also, again, it's actually probably one of the best.
It's also nice to like not have a character who's like immensely loved by everyone.
It's also nice.
Like it's almost just sort of a small group that's slowly coming to know her a bit more. Really, just two people who actually kind of like her.
It's also nice to have a really good adaptation of a Korean manhwa in this one. That's the version. That's the Korean equivalent of manga.
Oh, I didn't know. That's fun.
But we've done them before because we did Tower of God and God of High School.
Yes, I believe.
So yeah, and Netflix had one recently, Lookism.
What about Tower of God of High School?
That's
Or God of Tower High
School? How about Ray Liana, God of Tower?
Shall we move?
School.
Tower School.
Reece, what was your number one again?
Skip and Loafer.
Skip and Loafer. It was on everyone's list.
Wow.
Super impressed.
Yeah, like I'll be honest, I saw the posters, saw the character designs, thought, this is going to be kind of crap. Then I watched it, I was just like, I love this.
Yeah.
This is amazing.
Two really good like kind of romance like slice of lifey shows this season.
Yeah.
And Yamada-san.
I say Skip and Loafer has less romance stuff, at least in this first season.
Yeah.
It's more just sort of as I described before, country bumpkin discovers high school.
Yes.
I think am I about to say this? I think Yamada-san is funnier.
Maybe.
I kind of get what you mean.
Or is that just because you relate to its humour more being like video game based?
I quite like the video. And that probably doesn't.
I think I do kind of get what you mean. But I think Skip and Loafer just does the slice of life stuff better.
I don't know why Yamada's expression just just makes me laugh every time.
I mean, Yamada's a lot more kind of caricature, isn't it, with the MMO illustrations?
Yeah, there's it's also interesting because apparently the manga dives into more mature content after this point.
Yeah, a lot of people, like, I remember reading the comments after the last episode, a lot of people are saying, I hope we get a second season, I want to see chapter 69.
Nice.
I'm
sure.
Moving on, there's another...
So I put Hell's Paradise.
Your number one. I have it in my list as well. Hell's Paradise. It was the first show we all watched because it was the first thing that came on, and it was like a really good start.
I had high expectations for it because I know that Hell's Paradise just was already like very highly praised.
One of the things I like though is that Hell's Paradise. I think the one show I'd compare it with as well is Ocean no Ko because both have exceptional first episodes.
Yeah.
Well, I think Ocean no Coast has to be because Ocean no Coast is long.
Yes.
Yeah.
But
I understand why the long episode was needed for Ocean no Ko.
Hell's Paradise, in my opinion, though, it is a very well put together show. I
didn't know anything going into it, so when I watched and saw that initial introduction to the world, I was like, "Fuck, this is sick."
Yeah, it was also made. It was also made by one of the assistants, the original assistants for Chainsaw Man as well.
Really?
And when you look at it, you just say like, "Hey, you can't tell."
Well, yeah, because the studio behind it is Mappa,
Yeah.
also Chainsaw Man.
Is it just me, or do you think I like this a bit more than Chainsaw Man?
Yeah, I do.
I do.
I like this more than Chainsaw. I'm going to go. Actually, no, I'm going to emphatically. I really like this more than Chainsaw Man because I will put it this way. I bought every volume of the manga.
Fair play.
Yeah, because a lot of people are the same way because the attitude towards Chainsaw Man has changed recently.
Yeah.
I think it's also the fact that it was a case of I knew this is going to have an ending.
Yeah.
So I want to get the ending, and I will say I'm going to comment. I don't want to comment on Gabi Mari's character at the minute because we're going to talk a lot more about him when we get to Best Male because inevitably he's going to be on everyone's list.
Yeah.
But
Can I talk briefly about Ranking of Kings?
Yeah. Why? Yeah. No, I want to know this one because I said, "Why the hell is this one?" Did you love the first season? So why would you be surprised this one was good?
So when I was going into it, I was expecting, oh, okay, they're going to continue the story. Like, there is going to be, we know what happens at the end of the first season. Like, it seems that a lot of things have been resolved, but there's a few plot things underlying. The first, 8 or 9 episodes, I was like, when's the fucking plot going to kick in? And then I was like, oh, actually, no, I just like these characters and seeing them interact anyway. So it was surprising for me that I enjoyed that. I didn't think I wanted to see a continuation, and what we got wasn't that. And actually, I enjoyed that more than I thought I was going to.
Yeah, I mean, have two characters just sitting around talking politics. If they're interesting enough, you'll be entertained.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So
Sure.
I'm already a convert to King of Kings, but it felt like a good.
A lot of decent surprise this season as well. I'd say the season itself was a surprise, because I don't think any of us thought it was going to be this good.
No, certainly not.
Shall we talk about best animation then?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Let's move on to that. Oh, hang on, did we get to yours, Ellie? Because I've been conscious that I've missed it off a couple of times.
No, I was the same as Reese's.
Yeah, Skip and Loafer, yeah.
Loafer.
Yeah.
Let's do best animation.
Yes.
Okay.
How many have you got, Reece?
Just 5.
Elliot?
I've got the 10.
10.
I got 4.
Interesting.
Right, so 5th, I went with Ranking of Kings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
4th, Hell's Paradise.
Oh yeah, no, I've got to actually type.
Wait,
So Ranking Kings.
oh, I forgot to add a point to Ranking of Kings. Says.
Look at me, I'm Calvin Atkinson. I am good at my job.
Yeah.
3rd, G-Witch.
So actually, yeah, I'll add G-Witch onto my one, because I think that to make it around 5, because the animation in that is really
Yeah,
good.
especially towards the ending now.
Oh yeah,
2nd, Oshinoko.
interesting.
First one with Demon Slayer.
Yeah, fair play.
Oh, yeah, Demon Slayer.
Yeah, because votes will always knock out the park.
Yeah, no, actually, I'm going to change my mind. Actually. Yeah.
Okay, number 10, Yuri is my job. Number 9, Masho, Magic and Muscles. That was fun. That was good animation. Number 8, Dangers in My Heart. Number 7, Skip and Loafer.
Yeah.
Number 6, My Love Story with Yamada. Number 5, Konosuba, an explosion on this wonderful world.
There we are.
Number 5, Dengoku Daimakyo.
Heavenly Delusion, yeah. No, that's Hell's Paradise. What am I doing?
Every time I know this.
Heaven or Hell.
Number 3, Mobile Suit Gundam, which from Mercury.
Yeah.
Number 2, Oshinoko.
Mhm.
And number 1, Hell's Paradise.
No.
Whoa. Interesting.
Right.
So I've got all 10. So honourable mentions: Ancient Magus Bride Season 2, Otaku Elf, Loving Yamada Code at level 9 and 9, Skip and Loafer, Hell's Paradise. Actual points: Oshinoko, and then Gundam the Witch from Mercury.
Mm-hmm.
Number 3, Demon Slayer Season 3. Number 2.
Oh, number 3.
So because number 2 is Ranking of Kings.
Of course.
What's number 1 then?
Heavenly Delusion.
Ah!
Yeah.
Hell's Paradise didn't make your list there.
I think these topped it, honestly. Most of the
Heavenly Delusion did a really good
Stunning.
animation.
So-
So good.
I'm not gonna put Demon Slayer on this just because it wins every time on this
Yeah.
one. So I think it's time for.
Yeah.
I'll put G-Witch though as my number 5 because it was very good. Then I have Skip and Loafer.
still good
I
points.
love that animation.
You should still give points to Demon Slayer because it is very good animation.
I should, but it's
Fair.
it's not winning today, so no. Then Hell's Paradise.
Mm-hmm.
Heavenly Delusion was my number 2.
Hmm.
No, it's
Oshinoko.
Oshinoko, yeah.
Yeah.
It's stunning.
So actually, after that round, Oshinoko's in the lead with 19. Hell's Paradise is in second with 14. Third place is G-Witch. It's got
Hey.
12. Surprisingly, though, Heavenly Delusion's in 5th place at the minute.
Wow.
It should be higher.
It's probably going to get higher.
He's
as
gonna
well.
get more points from me, don't worry.
higher.
King of the
The
Sky.
Sky.
It's impossible not to do that.
Yeah.
So let's go. Well, since I keep missing Elliot's, we'll start with his first.
Yep.
Oh, Jesus.
One sec. Okay. Again,
You're-
dying. Yeah, Hell's Paradise.
Well, it was on all our lists, so it's a good one to start
Oh
with.
no! He drunk the Elliot shake. Yeah, I thought the Well, character designs, the animation. The thing that really sold me was the Tencent transformations.
Yeah.
Can I
Because
just say,
those were just really good.
Can I say how refreshing for gamers that the villains in this are called Tencent?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh god, that is
Do
enjoyable.
you know what that means in Japanese?
It's
Definitely say.
no, it's China. It's China.
It means the company's worth 10 cents.
No.
Yeah.
I know it comes from, but
I think, but it's a Chinese company.
Yes,
Tencent.
Chinese.
yeah, 10 cents.
Yeah. So it means something else probably there.
Yeah.
Oh, the fight scenes alone were just really.
But
really
it's
good.
also the use of the imagery of like creating Japanese mythology with the idea, because I like it reminded me a lot of similar things they're bringing into that new Silent Hill game, Silent Hill F,
Oh yeah.
and a lot of Hellgirl type imagery
Well,
as well.
there's always a lot of like flowers in those kinds of games, especially like the Himatsu flower, is it?
It's kind of I do like that sort of like beauty in death idea that Japan has with the idea of the afterlife in that mythology.
Yeah, and you sort of see like, it's especially jarring. Like at one point, when you actually see someone dive that way. It's freaky. It's really damn good. I love it. It's just
The fight scenes are also very well animated.
the fire, especially the fire animations.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Top class. I think only beaten by Fire Force.
I think they did a very good job translating the manga imagery to the animations. Again, especially for that first episode where there's not much of that imagery going on, it's still pretty good. Like they really make you believe this one he's got to kill him.
One of the strengths as well, I think, is all of the Asaimon executioners have exactly the same outfit, but look so visually distinct.
So you can tell them apart. Like,
like not just with the looks, like some of them with their weapons as well. Like of course you have the one with the katana that's like sort of a curved hook.
And the fat one.
But
There's one distinction: is he's fat.
Yes.
And he wears glasses.
And of course he dies.
spoilers.
Sorry, Reese.
Well, it's a fat guy in anime. They always die.
But the I did think at one point that's our cosplay sorted of MCM.
One thing that's sorry, we'll get on to it.
I nominate. I want to be Grease Girl.
Grease Girl.
You know the one he's traveling
Using
with.
Oh yeah.
Use her. That's it.
Yeah, she's awesome in this one. But I think my favourite scene with her is where she tries to seduce Gabimaru and he just
yes.
Wait, what are you doing? Ow, I'm married, for God's sake.
Be gone, Fot.
God, that scene was great. He just tries it 2 more times. Why? Can I be? I was really close to adding Galaxy Next Door to this one, but there's a few animation flubs in that one.
No, I don't think that's greatly animated. Like even the character designs is not very that. It does stand out.
Oshinoko was quite consistent in this one, though. I was the only picked as a winner.
Very much.
Oshinoko, very well put together.
Yeah, like some of the idol dances, even like the fan dances when you see Aqua and Ruby as babies with the clothes.
I was honestly, I had to rewind that a couple of times because I was laughing my ass off watching that. Like, what was the author on when he came up with that idea?
Is Akayasha.
I love the fact the subtitles just says I told you not to do something like this. The thing overtook us.
Yeah, the use of colour is amazing, and I know it's like a marker of the characters is with the eyes. With
the stars in the eyes. Yeah.
And then it like one of the real intense shots, it kind of actually turns into like a galaxy almost. It's really impressive.
But it's also the fact they got the.
It's also good visuals to show the differences between Ruby and Aqua, because with Ruby you see the light stealing her eyes, meanwhile with Aqua it's all darkness.
And also you've got the great. They even made social media look well animated.
Yeah.
Also, side note, how did they get the licenses for all those real social media companies? Like normally they change their names.
Yeah, they actually mentioned TikTok. That's weird.
They have TikTok, Facebook, Instagram.
They mentioned
Twitter.
YouTube.
I mean, maybe they gave some money to be referenced in it.
Yeah, I think they must have done that because they, if you ever notice, they don't try that in like Tonikawa with their movie names. But in fact, it doesn't work in the manga as well. They have to just when they mention all the Marvel movies, they have to black out some of the letters.
Yeah.
So it's so obvious they're talking about these Marvel. Yeah, Tsukasa's a massive MCU fan in the manga.
Yes.
I wonder what she thinks of Eternals.
We never got that far.
Anyway,
moving on.
Demon Slayer, obvious.
That's
choice.
actually. Do you know what's amazing? Knowing that's actually funnier than you realise. There's Demon Slayer obviously was.
It's ufotable.
Do you mind if I put Demon Slayer and Witch of Mercury together, because these are both the two sequels that were consistently ones. And
Witch of Mercury was great.
So
the
good.
animation of that was beautiful. Oh my god.
is it just me, or does Witch of Mercury's animation? I feel like Demon Slayer's animation stayed consistent, whereas Witch from Mercury, the animation got better.
Like Sunrise just shows how good 2D mech fights can be. Like you don't need all this 3D stuff.
Yeah, especially because they've gone back to the pure 2D now.
Yeah.
Again, it's again lovely. Ariel's design works very well. They actually did a really good job. I think when animation makes you realise how fucked up a situation's got, then you know it's done well. And wow, Witch from Mercury is where we're at the point of. Right, now it's a proper Gundam series.
Yeah, because there was hints that during season 1, especially with the infamous hand splat that made people write to Sunrise saying, "How could you do this?"
Yeah. Even I was just like, fuck.
Yeah.
Because it was just fun lesbian Yu-Gi-Oh! GX with guns.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have we somehow crammed the villain from Beyblade in here for no reason?
And what was your one again, Ren?
Mine was Heavenly Delusion.
Heavenly Delusion,
that was
very good.
so good.
Very solid.
Like honestly, when I think of Heavenly Delusion, I think the standout for the animation for me was just in the OP. Because seeing the characters without the outlines.
There was that one episode with the Frost Man-Eater.
Oh, that!
I think they must have changed directors or something for that one specifically, because the animation was just incredible.
It was so good.
Do you know what it is though? The thing that did it for me that got Heavenly Delusion on the list, but it was the comedy animation.
Yes,
the scene with saying I need to check your boob size, and then and he gets kicked in the head for trying. Saying "fuck off, you pervert." Who's what? Don't touch another woman's boobs. And she just says, "I'm not yours, and I'm not a woman."
It's great. I just love that.
Whole show's ace.
That whole show is brilliant. Yeah, no, seriously. Put it this way: I've pre-ordered the next volume of the manga because that's when they're going to pick up from the show. I am going to keep going with.
Do not
Heavenly
spoil
Delusion.
anything, because I really want.
No, I'm not past that point. I'm not past that point. You can't bypass that point in the UK.
Yeah, but when you do go past that point, don't spoil anything.
No, we have to be explicit with
we know how much you like to spoil things.
I've kept Tonikawa spoilers to myself.
You didn't with fucking My Hero Academia.
Yeah, but that was the anime spoilers I gave away.
Don't justify it. You're in the wrong.
But anyway, I will say, in terms of Heavenly Delusion, because again, is this going to get a season 2?
Oh, absolutely. Are you kidding me?
Yeah,
it's one of the most highly praised anime of the season, obviously.
Yeah, and apparently people have said it's one of the most watched things on Disney Plus in its release week.
Right, so if nothing else, Disney might get the wallet out and say, can we have another season? Yeah. Also, is this the most mature thing on Disney Plus right now?
Probably, yeah.
Maybe.
I'm trying to look like some 18-rated ones.
The Walking Dead's on there, and Family Guy's on there.
That's pretty.
I wouldn't describe Family Guy as mature though.
Oh no, Family Guy's juvenile pretend to be mature.
That's the one I'm looking for. Yeah, that's what.
Ranking of Kings season 2 had good.
You just keep want to talk about that. In that case, you know what? Fuck it. Dr. Stone had good animation.
Tonikawa had good animation.
Eden Zero good animation.
So they used like.
I had to cheese go another world has shit animation.
I noticed it in the OP, but then they actually did the flashback episodes with Thingio's dad. And his mum. They did like in kind of like a movable, static paper. I can't describe it in any other way. Very like storybook, where you pull the.
With a popple.
Yeah, similar to that. It was interesting. But
this Renka King is obviously going to have very good animation.
Yeah.
Yes.
Can I move on to the next category now?
Yep.
Best female character.
Best girl.
And for, now, actually, in terms of handling this, especially given how that show ends, Heavenly Delusion. How are we counting? Kiriko.
I counted him in boy.
Boy as well.
Boy.
Wait, I did go.
Okay,
Ren is one of the most experienced of LGBT
Well, no, I mean,
matters.
I don't. I knew this question was going to arise. I don't know. I just did it because, like.
Shall we say it can go either? Shall we say whichever category you wanted to put it in is?
You could go either way.
I
mean, you can't technically go.
I decided to go with the anime trendings version of it.
Why don't we go for best character and combine the two, and then do 2 top 2s?
No, okay, let's move on to best female character. Because
sure,
we're getting into a bit of a weeds with this. This one, I'm trying to be respectful to LGBT people, and that's why I picked boy. So if I got it wrong, if I got it wrong, it was with the best amount of respect. It was with respect intended.
Well, it's a guy in a girl's body, so I feel like it should be considered a guy.
In which case, I will just.
Because
Ren adjusts this list.
Because that's what they identify as.
Ren adjusts that. Although the ending does suggest that something is happening with his brain, and that the two consciousness are starting to merge together.
I'm sort of seeing that less as him become swapping to a guy to go, it's more to get him going from him to non-binary.
I think that's where they're kind of going with it.
Is there one where people think they're both?
Non-binary.
Non-binary is that you don't identify as either. You sort of but you can kind of have tendencies.
I thought non-binary meant like you're neither.
Well, Sam Smith is non-binary, so it's kind of like that. But at least we did something for Pride Month. Let's
on the last day.
Yeah, three cis men discussing gender politics.
This is.
Hey, you're bi.
That's true. Yeah.
So I love that. Yeah, you are right. This is a bit out of place for free cis men to be discussing this.
I'm cis as well.
Free cis straight. I assume straight. I may have got that wrong.
Anyway, best girl.
I got one honourable mention and 5 picks.
I've just got my 5.
I've got the 10.
Okay, let's go to you, Reece.
Okay, so fifth one, Sagiri from Hell's Paradise.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. Fourth, I went with Ruby from Oshinoko.
Wow, this really surprised me. I thought that Oshinoko would be the top of the list then.
Third, I went with Lucy from Eden Zero.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
And is it Lucy?
Yeah.
I thought it was
No, it's
Rebecca.
Rebecca.
I was thinking, no, it's not.
Yeah.
Love that.
Just the Freudian slip.
That's a bit from Fairy Tale.
Yeah.
For once, I'm not getting the blonde with big boobs.
But to be fair, she's the same character. She's still got happy with her.
Yeah. Exactly.
So Rebecca.
I thought. Wait. I thought Happy was Natsu's pet.
Well, no, but
both. Look, let's not go into that.
The manga artist always has a blonde character as like a main and the cat thing.
Yeah.
Next.
Second, Akane from Mummy Yamada. 999.
Oh, it's under M. That's why I'm missing it.
First, Solata.
Of course. Why
Of
not?
course.
Why do you think
It has to be.
Cal? Come on.
What were you expecting?
With that whole character arc.
Okay.
Mr. Elliot.
Number 10 is Misaki Sakamiya from Death on Death Bay. Number 9.
Basically anime Harley Quinn.
Yeah. Number 9, Hime Shiraki from Yuri Is My Job. Again, she is a bitch, and I love her for it. Number 8, Raeliana McMillan from Raeliana.
Actually, stop for a second. On that bitch comment, can someone do that clip thing? Because I can't do it. Thank you.
Number 7 is Ruby Hoshino from Oshinoko. Number 6, Kubo Nagisa from Kubo and Let Me Be Invisible. Number 5 is Anna Yamada from Dangers in My Heart.
Ooh, yeah, good choice actually.
Number 4, Isaki Makiri from Insomniacs After School.
Boom.
The top 3 was so fucking close.
Yeah,
Number
same,
3 is Celeste Mercury from Mobile Suit Gundam.
Shame.
Number 2 is Mitsumi Iwakura from Skip and Loafer.
Good choice actually.
And number 1 is Akine Kinoshita from My Love Story with Yamada.
Fair enough.
I've just noticed No Hell's Paradise there. Wow.
I think the guys in that one got more attention, honestly.
Mr. Ren?
So I've got 4 honourable mentions.
Okay.
What is it? Mitsuri Iwakura from Skip and Loafer. Not points yet.
Yeah.
Really? Not in there?
Nearly. She wasn't in there.
You're really going to hate me then.
Elder from Otaku Elf. Hilling from Ranking of Kings. Chisei Hattori from Ancient Magus Bride. Then number 5 Anna Yamada from The Dangers of My Heart.
Hey.
Yeah. I've got Kanroji, the love Hashira from Demon Slayer Season 3. Akane Kinashita, loving Yamada-kun.
You're making me feel a lot better about my list now.
Soletta Mercury, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
And then number 1, Sagiri from Hell's Paradise.
Oh.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah. Anyway, my list. My honorable mention was Akane from My Love Story of Yamada-kun.
Fuck you.
Number 5 was Goshi from Galaxy Next Door.
Really?
Shut up.
Come on.
Really?
Oshinoko.
She's bland.
Number 4, I went with Ruby from Oshinoko.
I'm surprised. I thought she'd be number 1.
Number 3 went with Rayliana.
Oh, okay.
Because she's the best part of that show.
She is great.
Then I went for Sluetta Mercury from
Sluetta.
Mercury from
Stiletto Mercury.
I know.
Legendary hero.
Aslam.
Well, you can shut up because my number one is
Man Aslam.
No, shut up. My number 1 is Sagarin from Hell's Paradise.
Hey!
Oh.
Which, can I point out, that means Hell's Paradise and Oshinoko are now on the exact same number of points.
Wow.
They're both in the lead with 21 points. This is coming to the wire.
Yeah.
Incidentally, shall we start with... where should we start with this one? I think start with...
Let's go House Paradise because 2 of you picked it.
There's Sagarin from Hell's Paradise, and of course...
It was 5th place for me.
It wasn't on your one.
They were close.
I really like her character arc, particularly the fact that...
Who, sorry?
Sagarin. From,
Oh, yeah, no, totally agree. Yeah.
She has a great episode. She has a couple of great episodes. I love the back and forth she has with Gabi Mara and the base of respect. It also sort of proves my point of you don't need to have the main female lead and male lead in a romantic relationship.
No,
because a lot of people say, I saw a lot of people online saying, why aren't they in the romantic relationship? They say,
Shit them.
She has a wife.
He has a wife,
Yeah.
exactly.
Also, I'm gonna be honest. Don't know if it's an unpopular opinion of the girls. I prefer Yuzuriha.
I see your point.
She's
yeah.
fun. She's a fun character.
But more to the point, it sort of means they kind of didn't get Gabi Maru's character arc in the fact that their relationship is based on respect, whereas
Yes, exactly.
Gabi Maru's whole reason for continuing is because of his wife.
If he was to have a romance with a random character he'd met like weeks ago, then it would defeat the fucking point of the show.
And it's, I mean, one of my favourite moments is when he tells them not to be ashamed of their scars because he loves his wife's scar.
Yes,
That's one of my favourite moments of that show.
Someone pointed it out. I cannot unsee it. I'm gonna read it for you now.
I know.
It looks like a dick.
Yeah.
Her scar looks like a dick.
Yeah.
I know, but I have been able to get over that.
I have not.
Have you seen that It's Always Sunny episode? What up? We're 3 men looking for and they make the little card. No, it's shaped like a bicep.
There's speaking of that.
Yeah, nice tangent.
That's sort of-
Speaking of that.
She does get a very good character. I do like the fact they do address the sexist attitudes towards her.
Yes.
Yeah, because it is pretty like. I think that's sort of what that was like during that time period.
Yeah,
Very much, yeah.
In real life, yeah.
Yeah, it's nice to kind of.
At least it's not as bad in China, where if Mulan revealed she was a woman, she would be executed. Disney live action remake.
Nice. But yeah, no, because shows often don't acknowledge like the persecution of women in those times. This show does, and then shows that she is able to kind of supersede that, which is nice.
Yeah, and again, it doesn't make her uber strong as well. She is quite weak to a lot of the enemies.
She has a lot of weaknesses, and you do see in some ways she is weaker compared to everyone else. But she keeps going and trying to one up herself.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Shall we talk about what was your number? Soletta. She was on every
She has
single
been
list.
great.
So good.
Someone give that girl a hug.
Yeah, especially after the whole reveal this season. I can't say for Ren because of spoilers.
All I can say is, they did a really good job.
And then there's the aftermath of her rematch with Ghoul.
Yeah.
Which, oh my god,
heartbreaking.
That was, I was in tears.
Now I'm a little behind on Mercury because I swapped to dub.
Right.
But I'm up to episode 9, so I am past that point, so I know what you're on about. But more to the point, what a brilliant job they did with her mum as well. Like that character, you go thinking it's just, the mask is just for being the Char clone is just an aesthetic thing, and then you realise, oh no,
she is a Char clone.
She is a complete Char clone, and she's just as much of a monster as some of the people she claims to be fighting.
Because you think in the first season, like, you're going to be fighting Morine's father.
Yeah.
But when he eventually turns around, and I was like, oh no, never mind. She's fucking worse.
Yeah. She's a lot worse.
And it's again like there was that moment we get to revelation about Ariel's creation, and you go, "What is wrong with you, woman?"
Fucking hell!
I mean, how is? I mean, obviously, I know from Twitter, from like Twitter's blowing up and the fan art that obviously it does get better for Suletta and Miorine, but I was like, wow, this is go. How is Suletta not completely broken down?
I say also, if I didn't pick Suletta, Miorine will also be absolutely be on this list. She goes through so much.
This is one of the few times I think Gundam has done a romance, or at least an implied romance, and I kind of buy it.
Yeah.
The other ones I've never quite bought it.
Yeah, because especially past seasons they've been very rushed.
Like even with IBO were my favourite ones. I didn't buy it in the end.
I think maybe it's because in this one the romance was established like right from episode 1.
Yeah.
But it's also as well. Can I just say as well how great Suletta is now up there with the best Gundam leads.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
And I like the fact. I hope this is proof that Gundam is not going to stop being a boys' club after this. Because
definitely. Yeah.
If this is a track. If this, I'm not going to be a gatekeeper. If this attracts a lot more people to Gundam, brilliant.
Absolutely.
I hate gatekeeping in the highest fashion.
I mean, it's already convinced me. I'm convinced after this one, every new Gundam that's out, I'm there. I'm fucking watching them.
Yeah, it's also paying off for Sunrise now and the whole Bandai, because this is the first time in history Gundam's outsold Dragon Ball.
Wow!
For year on year.
Right,
Holy
so
shit.
that means Witch from Mercury is continuing after this.
It's got that popular now. People still can't get the new Gunpla of Ariel, the base Ariel from season 1.
No, I tried. I tried to get it I tried to get it, and it was just impossible.
Yeah.
Have you managed to find one? Are you still looking?
No, I'm still looking.
It's
it's so popular. It's brought a ton of new fans, and a lot of the female audience as well.
Elliot, your number one?
Akine from Yamada.
I'm disappointed I didn't put her on my list.
I'm gonna be. It was so tough between her and Misumi. Misumi, because they're both such lovable, fun characters. But the thing is, I feel like But the thing is, Misumi is just a character who can be a bit clueless, but you'll have a good time with her. You'll have fun with her. Akine feels like a character who, no matter how down you are, will just make you happy.
Yeah.
Again, I do buy the chemistry between her and Yamada.
Like you really do. Like to the point where Ruri, who at first was in love with Yamada, is rooting for the two of them.
Yeah.
I like very much that she's an adult character, but she's so immature in a lot of ways. She's such a baby.
It's almost like
so
yes, this is an accurate portrayal of college students.
This is like we are not. This is the typical when we want to adult a little bit, we're not ready to adult.
Also, this is how just with the two of them. This is how you do a slow romance.
Totally.
The two of them slowly getting to know each other and building up feelings for one another. This is how you do it, Angel Next Door.
I love the final line. Just busted.
Just do you like me? I guess I'm busted. I had to rewatch that scene so many times. I was just like, perfect.
Yeah.
They also crammed from what I gather. Again, I don't want to do too much happening manga because I've already broken my rule. But they crammed a lot of manga into a short space of time because apparently there's like 53 chapters they managed to get through.
Oh, wow.
It does not feel like it's rushed at all.
No.
I think the chapters are a little shorter in it. I haven't read it yet, but it is going to get licensed over here officially.
Yeah.
Soon.
Yeah, and my one hope, season 2, please season 2. I want to see what happens.
Apparently, there's a lot of talks for it happening. Apparently, the manga sales went up quite a bit.
Apparently, they are getting like doing like a special announcement on July 4th. And originally, people were thinking, oh, it's either going to be season 2 or it's going to be English prints of the manga.
But
we're getting English prints of the manga, so it's season 2.
It's got to be season 2, yeah.
It's got to be.
So, actually, after that, top 3 at the minute are.
Did anyone give?
Oh, actually, can I stop? No, we can go post Demon Slayer.
I did.
Actually, one before we go to the points. Ruby was on everyone's lists.
Yeah.
I'm surprised the Oshinoko character didn't win this.
Honestly, do you want to know what I'm most surprised by? No one picked I.
Yeah, but I think she's only in one. She's getting a fantastic
but
character arc in one
But she's
episode.
she's like the most popular character in the show, in a series.
I think the final part of her character arc is perfection.
It is. It really is.
It is that idea of this person has been destroyed by the media and she doesn't want to destroy her own children and she can die happy knowing I did not destroy my own children.
And like when you see the reason why she decided to become an idol, you just think, holy fuck, she did not deserve this.
Yeah.
And I do love the fact it's basically just at a point. It shows how it took what Zombieland Saga did of like poking fun of the idol of the dark side of the idol industry and just put it forefront and said, this industry is so dark that this girl cannot announce that she's pregnant or that she's had 2 children. She cannot officially be the mother of her own children.
Yeah.
That's how fucked up it is. I've seen a lot of people speculating online. I don't know if it comes up in the manga yet on who the identity of the father is. But the one I've heard come up a bit is the head of the agency that disappears after the first episode. Nah, that's too obvious.
No.
Also, it would contradict a lot of what was said early on. So I think that's. I think it's going to be a character we've not been introduced to yet.
But
Yeah.
I think that's a safe bet.
Yeah.
But the I that's the thing that drew me off a little with Oshinoko. They set up this mystery and then they don't really bother with it for half the season.
They do it. Yeah, that's kind of the problem with it. And like with Aqua, actually with Ruby as well, it kind of stagnates. Like not much really happens with
We've
them.
got to build up the side characters before we build up the main ones.
Like I get having a mystery, but surely you go faster than you go faster than that. Like Death Note had a faster pace than this. Now it's only 12, and that
Incidentally, the points at the minute are Hell's Paradise and Oshinoko are tied for number 1 with 21 points. G-Witch Season 2 is in second with 18. Third place is kind of a non-factor. It's Demon Slayer Season 3. It's got 12 points. It's a bit of Heavenly Delusion is probably going to pick up the... Oh no, sorry, I got that wrong. Skip and Loafer's in third with 13.
Oh,
right. Hey.
So, I mean, probably going to pick up some points here. We're going for best male character. I've got one honourable mention.
I've got my 10.
I've got none. I've just got the 5.
10.
Okay, we'll start with you.
So 5th course.
Wait, what's happened?
I know.
Reese doesn't have any, while Ren has 10.
In fairness, Reese has a lot on his plate at the minute.
Yeah, so I've not been able to dedicate a lot of time to anime watching.
Go
So
on.
5th, I have Kiriko from Heavenly Delusion.
Smart decision.
4th, I have Aqua from Oshinoko.
Oh yeah, good choice.
And 3rd was Sosuke from Skip and Loafer. And 2nd, I have Gual, aka Bob from G-Witch.
Bob.
Every time I see the point, I see a road accent, I go, Bob.
Yeah, because that's what the whole fan base does. And then first, Gabimaru from Hell's Paradise.
Wow, interesting.
I think this might be where Hell's Paradise might pull ahead.
Oh, yeah.
Elliot?
Number 10 is Gabimaru the Hollow from Hell's Paradise.
Oh, interesting.
This is getting close.
Number 9 is Aqua Hoshino from Oshinoko. Number 8 is Kyotaro Ichikawa from Dangers in My Heart. Number 7 is Junta Shiraishi from Kubo and Let Me Be Invisible. Number 6 is Dot Barrett from Mashal.
Oh yeah.
Because I love him.
Yep.
Number 5 is Akito Yamada from My Little Story with Yamada.
Is there any more from Yamada before I put this on, by the way?
Not on here.
I have
Okay.
Number 4 on Guo Jiturk from Mobile Suit Gundam.
I keep seeing it when I see the subtitle. I kept saying it says Gruel because I've been playing Magic the Gathering.
It's Guo, not Jewel, my bad.
I know.
Number 3 is Senku from Dr. Stone because he is one of my favourite shonen protagonists at the minute.
Yeah.
Of course.
Number 2 is Sosuke Shima from Skip and Loafer. And number 1 is Kiriko Amaru from Tenkoku Daimakyo. I could not decide between the two.
There it is.
That's fair. That is fair. Can I also stress honourable mentions for me on both of them because I didn't want to put them in, despite the fact I probably wanted to put them in the top 5 with Nasa and Tsukasa.
Oh,
But I made a decision to sort of like give other characters a chance.
Yeah.
Cal, all we do is express bias.
Yeah.
Realistically, just
Calvin, I put Senku at number 3.
Well,
That's how biased I am.
Let's put them as honourable mentions. I'll stick them as honourable mentions.
Yeah, it's all about bias. Just look at my list. It's mostly G-Witch.
The point is, with 4 of us being biased, we'll probably get a non-biased result.
Yeah. Anyway.
So honourable mentions: Sosuke Shima from Skip and Loafer, Sasaki from Yamada-kun, Yamada basically, Juichi from Heavenly Delusion, Hagenezuka from Demon Slayer, Tamiya Gantetsukai from Hell's Paradise. Number 5, Tokito from Demon Slayer Season 3. I put Season 2, that's wrong. Oken from Ranking of Kings Season 2.
Yeah, of course.
Here it comes.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, Yamada from Yamada-san.
Yeah.
So I meant his blonde mate, as
Yeah.
I mentioned. Gabi Maru from Hell's Paradise. And I've put both of them at number 1 then, so Kiriko and Maru.
Yeah, you can't decide between them. They're such good characters.
Well, their dynamic is. Just,
Incidentally, I'm gonna now pair them together now that you've.
Yeah, well,
agreed
that's
yeah.
yeah.
But incidentally, they're not the winners on my list though.
Oh, Bolvin, no.
I got honorable mention for Cougar from Galaxy Next Door. And obviously NASA I've already mentioned. He didn't make the list because he just didn't quite.
He's not.
I'm gonna add
He's not. He's boring. I'm sorry.
I've got my love story of Yamada. I've got Yamada now for number 5.
Also, how funny is it? There are 3 characters this season called Yamada.
I know.
Yeah.
I noticed that when I was doing the list.
There's My Love Story Yamada, Dangerous in My Heart, there's one in Hell's Paradise.
Yeah, exactly.
Then I got the pair from Heavenly Delusion at number 4. Number 3 was Aqua from Oshinoko.
Oh, I thought you'd be number 1 for you, honestly.
Number 2 was Guel from G-Witch. My number 1, Gabi Maru.
I'm
from
not
Hell's
surprised,
Paradise.
honestly.
Can I just say with Kiriko, when the episode where they revealed that they have a male brain, I thought they were going to do a trans thing.
Yeah,
I didn't think that they
and
were going to
they're
make
like,
that
no,
point.
it's literally.
This happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was like, because I was like, okay, where's this going? And then
I was just thinking, oh, it's a trans
Yeah,
character.
yeah.
Nice one. Then it was just like, is it still trans?
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, I guess.
I guess, but not in the traditional sense.
Well, yeah.
Kinda, sorta.
Like, kind of in the forced sense?
You tick some of the boxes, but I mean,
Wow,
it's
this is
not
actually,
like.
wow, this is actually kind of more problematic the more I think about it.
Yeah.
Stop there.
Well, no,
I actually
no.
want to so like this show.
Yeah,
No,
for
it's not problematic.
Yeah, for lack
I don't think.
of better terms, it's not by choice.
Yeah, no, I don't think it's problematic. I think I think it's a very interesting discussion. I mean, we're applying modern terms to a show that really kind of isn't exploring that side of it.
But it's interesting.
It's gender identity in the sense that this person physically has been inserted in another person's body.
Also, someone
Think of,
watched
like Freaky Fridays.
Someone took Get Out way more seriously.
Yeah, wow, that show, man.
But they are very good leads for both of them.
I mean, they both. I mean, if I had to pick between two, maybe I think Kiriko I prefer a little bit more to Maru.
That was the one who was on my list before I made the choice.
Just because Kiriko, there's such a tragic. It's tragic, but there's always he's taking it in the best way he can.
Oh, yeah.
Taking it the best way he can, and just again the dynamic between him and Maru are so great. Like when he pretended. Like when he said, "If you kill that bear, I'll let you touch my tits."
And then I'll finish the sentence.
And then afterwards, when he's saying now for my awards, he's just doing a bunch of things to go. Just my sister wouldn't want that, and he just goes, "Okay, take your top off."
I think my favourite one though is when he comes out the bath and he's trying to look stoic, and then as soon as they leave, he goes, shit! But wow, this show goes in dark places towards the end of it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's one of those shows where it's driven by the two characters.
I mean, yes, absolutely. But because I gave Juichi as an honourable mention.
Yeah.
The fact that the stories don't end after the characters have ceased involvement with the peripheral characters, like that whole sequence of Juichi and his son at the end.
Oh,
my god. What the fuck?
What the hell happened there?
Yeah.
It's also the thing with the other factor about the ending that I really like was the fact of they did set up the fact that Robin is way more fucked up than we thought. We all kind of thought there was a dark I think we all were sort of suspecting there was going to be a dark undertone with him when the episodes were leading up to him, because I thought there's if he genuinely cares, there's no reason for him to run off.
No.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I guess the idea was maybe that he went off and did research and was trying to find a way.
But then it turns out he's been completely fucked up the whole time.
I'm looking forward to hearing more about the reasoning behind why he's done what he's done, specifically with what we learn in the last few moments of the show.
The Grimace Shake taking you down further.
It's working.
Oh, so good, man.
Move on to the next character. Move on to the next fucking character!
Gabimaru. Let's move on to Gabimaru.
Gabimaru's fun. He's good. I like him.
Yeah, but he reminds me a lot of a Accelerator from Index.
I know what you mean, yeah.
Oh, yeah, him.
Yeah.
He's a great character.
I like...
Yeah.
I need to watch Index.
You should.
I do like the fact, though, I do really like the fact that he's got a good fighting style, but he's also very influenced by his wife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, it's I do love the fact that he pretends, I hate being with her, and then it turns out, no, he absolutely loved it.
Yeah.
I think the reason why I put him kind of low on the list is because outside of I love my wife, it's not massive amount to his personality.
Me from the editing room. I think the problem would. Do you think G-Wish really had any major issues this season?
Well,
again, a couple of the side characters kind of got shafted again.
Yeah.
Like most of the Earth House. Like the girl with the pom-poms, we didn't see much of her at all.
Yeah, Chuchu doesn't do much except be a sports character in the battle scenes this season.
I would have liked to see, maybe like to have seen more of Ellen as well.
Yeah, because he sort of faded into the background.
But I think he needed that time for Soletta and Miorine, which I mean it's going to, which means they'll probably, when we see a bit more of this, they'll probably make up for that. But anyway, so I think it's time for best originals then. I'd say.
Yeah.
Let's wrap this thing up.
I've just got my 5.
I've got my 5.
I've got 2 honourables.
Triple, I've got 6, so 10.
Reece, we'll start with you.
So 5th, I want Skip and Loafer. 4th, Love Story Yamada, level 999. 3rd, Heavenly Delusion.
Okay.
Only 3rd.
2, Oshinoko.
Oh. Oh, Hell's Paradise, I guess.
Yep, Hell's Paradise number 1.
31. Okay. Elliot.
Number 10 is Death on Deathblade. Number 9 is Masho, Magic and Muscles.
Yep.
Number 8 is Oshinoko. Number 7 is Kubo Won't Let Me Be Invisible. I'm so sorry, I love you, but...
Yeah, I know. I actually put it as an honorable mention for me.
Number 6, Dangers in My Heart. Number 5, Insomniacs After Dark.
After School.
I have written down as After Dark, so I'm reading this. So, number 4 is Hell's Paradise. Number 3...
I can't read.
Number 3, My Love Story with Yamada at level 999.
Would you like to borrow my glasses, Cal?
Number 2 is Skip and Loafer.
Mm-hmm.
And number 1 is Tengoku Daimakyo.
Yeah.
I fucking love that show.
So,
Yeah.
I think.
It's so good.
So I've got 2 honourable... Sorry, Carl. You can say.
Okay, it's on 20 points at the minute. Anyway, you.
So I've got Mashley or Mashle as an honourable
Mashal.
mention.
Mashal.
Mashal, sorry.
I wish I could give that show higher points. I love
Yeah.
it.
Otaku Elf is an honourable...
For God's sake, what is it with you and that elf
It's
program?
fucking good. Watch it. It's funny. You'd like it, Reece, as well.
It's basically like, isn't it just an elf who's a gamer and doesn't want to stay inside all
Yeah,
the
so
time?
she lives in the shrine and then she just plays games all the time and assembles Gundam.
That
Next!
sounds
Fair enough.
fun.
Okay, and so number 5, Dangers in My Heart.
That's what you tell Claire every day.
I wish I could bump up that show higher. It was so good.
Number 4, Skip and Loafer.
Yeah.
Number 3, Loving Yamada-kun. What was it? What was it? My Love Story. I've
My
just
Love Story,
been
Yamada-kun.
misquoting it this whole time.
Yeah.
Number 2, Hell's Paradise.
Ooh, bloody
Number
hell.
1, Heavenly Delusion.
Number 1, Heavenly
Yes! I love it so good.
So good, man. So good.
So my top 5 were loving. I had an honorable mention for Kubo and Skip and Loafer.
Oh, it's an honorable mention.
Oh,
Yeah.
Galaxy Next Door. Watch it. Number 2.
Number 1.
No, it's number 5 actually.
Oh, fuck you, dude.
Number 4, Loving Yamada at level 999.
Good content.
Number
Who's their 30s and that shit taste?
Oshinoko at number 3.
Well, I thought that'd be number 1 for you.
Number 2, Heavenly Delusion.
No!
No, so Hell's Paradise.
Hell's Paradise was my
Fair
number
enough,
1.
fair enough.
Okay.
Wow. Fair enough.
But it's interesting because I could have gone either way for me between Heavenly Delusion and Hell's Paradise.
Yeah, fair enough. What cinched it?
I think Hell's Paradise, it got me excited for the next episode just a little bit more.
Yeah, valid.
Whereas I feel like Heavenly Delusion is great as well. A couple of episodes in, I felt like the story arc among the main 2 characters was not quite as interesting as the character arc with the school.
Right.
Oh no, I'm the exact opposite. I thought the main two were more interesting than school.
No, I'm saying that they were more interesting.
Oh, right,
so I didn't think the school was as interesting, so I didn't.
I did like the school bits. Gave me Promised Neverland vibes.
Yes, very much.
Oh Jesus!
They're empty. It's okay.
That would be funny.
No, I wouldn't. But you'd be cleaning that up.
Yes.
But yeah.
Who's this me?
Heavenly Delusions was just
Nice.
all the so many good characters. I don't want to make this comparison because I kind of fell out of love with the series, but it reminds me of The Last of Us, with like two characters traveling, seeing, interacting with all these people. The thing that really sold me was episode 8.
Which one was that?
With the doctor and
yes.
the woman.
Oh my god.
Like that is how you do fucking good character work. You're making me care about these two people who originally we felt like we were meant to antagonize, but we fall in love with.
It gave me real Made in Abyss vibes as well.
Yeah.
I had a lot of that.
Made in Abyss. I feel like there was Evangelion vibes. I feel like there was The Last of Us vibes.
There's also
again Promised Neverland.
I was just going to say
Can I add another one?
It's rare that you get a mashup of so many prominent franchises, and it's actually unique and good.
It's a really good Disney. It's a really good for Disney Plus as well to get this.
I also just want to mention Skip and Loafer for a bit,
because
I was oh my god, I was so close to putting that at number 1 because I love all the characters. I love the dynamic between the two. I've become a bit of a sucker for like sort of school slice of life things.
It's fun.
It's just so much fun, and it can for the longest time until I binged Tengoku Daimyo like around the end of last week. That was 100% going to be my number 1. Then it's just like, fuck, this is better.
Yeah, so I just had that. Sorry, it just reminded me of a point, Elliot. Because Cal, you tend to watch episodes week by week, don't you?
Usually, yeah.
Because I binge things, and I'm the same as Elliot. I think we both
I
binge.
do a mixture.
This season I've moved more into the mixture thing. So like Heavenly Delusion, I binged that.
Oh, did you? Yeah, I binged.
Well, sort of. I went back and forth because I went with the dub coming out. I binged it more.
I loved it. The dub was great.
Hell's Paradise. I was watching that one weekly.
Yes, fair enough. I think I binged most of Hell's Paradise.
I don't know. So I'm a sucker for characters. I feel like Hell's Paradise didn't have as many character moments as I wanted it to have.
I really liked the action in it though, and it was and it really got you hooked for the next episode.
Yeah.
I put one of my honourable mentions. You know, the samurai guy who chops his hand off pretty early on.
Yeah.
I put him because I think like he was only on camera for about like 5 minutes really before we met him properly.
Yeah. Oh no,
that was impactful.
The one that I was so close to putting on was that guy who sacrificed himself so the other two could escape.
Yes,
I felt so bad for him. I was just like, I love this guy. You were building him up so much, and you just killed him. You bastard.
I'm going to.
Don't say you're not going to spoil something.
No, I'm going to add to the mix that the designs of the Tencent when they become God mode is really cleverly built up.
In that matter, I'd also say the man-eaters had really good designs.
Man-eaters have really good
designs. In looks and concept, like again the one, like the freezing one, and like how one of them sort of made Kiriko think that he was getting eaten.
Oh god, yeah.
The car park one.
Yeah.
Which
I think that was in episode 8 actually.
But it's so clever because there's also that kid who can create visions in the nursery.
Yeah, that one.
There's so many fucking
There's
links.
so many things that are just so good.
I just want the second season now.
The one I'm
because I have one theory. I'm not going to say what it is on camera. But I want to wait to season 2 to see if it's true.
Okay.
Yeah, I've noticed early on as well.
Can I add to the mix on this one because we got.
I'll say one of my theories off camera.
I'll say that. I think it's I think this is going to be very close now. Actually. So we'll go to I think it's time to go to the.
We haven't discussed.
Oh no! Actually, one I haven't discussed. Oshinoko. I didn't win for anyone. I was surprised with that.
I thought that was Sweep here. Honestly, I thought I'd be the odd one out.
Well, a lot.
Except for Ren.
Well, a few of you have said that it's been overhyped, or you haven't enjoyed it quite as much as
others. That was me. Yeah, I felt like the story. I'm fine with slow stories, but I felt like this one was too slow for the kind of story they were trying to tell.
Yeah, it also focused on the wrong parts.
I think it tells a lot of good stories, but it doesn't really have a good amalgam to get it all together.
Yeah.
That being said, I am hooked for season 2.
I'm gonna be watching season 2. I mean, is Ayakashi? I trust him at this point.
Yeah.
I don't trust him so much at the minute, but anyway,
Yamada-kun?
Yamada, that was on my list.
Yamada was great. Like
Yeah.
honestly, best romance I've seen this year, I would say.
Yeah, I would agree with that. That episode where his previous crush says when they're on that overpass. Wow, I was like, "Fuck!"
Yeah,
at that moment.
Confess. Everyone was just like, "Say no, say no, say no, say no." But you saw her reaction. It's almost like she was more relieved to have gotten the feelings out rather than hoping for anything.
I thought they did that well.
It's rare in a show where I'm that invested in a relationship that something happens and I shout. You know.
Like I think you, if I remember, you said you hated that episode specifically for that reason, Cal. Or not?
No, it recovered it in the last episode.
Yeah, you did, but you didn't like episode 12.
No, I thought, oh god, they're going to drag this out to season 2.
No, I knew he'd say no.
Yeah. No, because I thought, oh god, Carney's not going to say anything, and they're going to drag this shit out till season 2 when there's no reason to.
I kind of knew they would confess in the end. But it's that kind of show.
But anyway, I'm going to look at the scores now. So we got a top 5. 5th place was Skip and Loafer, 18 points. 4th place, I'm very surprised with this one. Heavenly Delusion got 24.
4th. Fuck me.
Wow, I thought that'd be higher.
3rd place is Oshinoko, 25. Then 2nd place is G-Witch Season 2, 29.
Yeah.
1st place is Hell's Paradise, 36. Now, I don't think I'm going to call Hell's Paradise the outright winner on this one.
Well, we can still break to top 3.
Okay, I think on this one, well, let's take Skip and Loafer is not winning, so let's take that one out of the mix.
Yeah.
It's a good show, but it's not winning.
I mean,
it's a wild card for me. I'll say that much.
Can I also say Oshinoko's not winning? Let's take that one out of the mix.
Yeah.
I know it scored higher than Heavenly Delusion, but we have way more nice to say about Heavenly Delusion than we do.
Yeah.
This is where the score system doesn't quite work because. I really think this because I think it's a freeway match between these three.
It more narrows it down for us when
Heavenly Delusion, Hell's Paradise, and G-Witch.
Yeah.
Well, we probably take G-Witch out of the equation because Ren's not seen it.
And also, G-Witch had its chance last time. I think so. It's really Heavenly Delusion or Hell's Paradise.
So 2 and 2.
So I would prefer Heavenly Delusion, but
I would prefer Heavenly Delusion.
On the off chance it loses, I would also wildcard it. So
see, that's the thing.
That's
the thing is, I've got a couple of. I would so wildcard whichever one lost this.
So what it boils down to, obviously, which one we think is the better show, and what's the consensus? You picked Hell's Paradise as your number 1, Cal, didn't you?
I picked Hell's Paradise.
They both did.
Me too.
Sorry, both.
Yeah.
That's why I said 2 and 2.
Oh, fuck, that's annoying, isn't it?
Now, normally when we do that is go to scores, but I don't think that's a reflection this time.
Why not?
From what I've seen, Heavenly Delusion just have the higher points in MAL.
But we do tend to go to what points we voted.
If we couldn't change our mind.
I see where they placed in our rankings, like the other two.
Well,
placed in our best.
Well, one of the things I found interesting is Hell's Paradise managed to place highly with very little points from the music segment and the surprise segment.
That's a good point. Yeah.
So it did do very well in points. Does that? The only thing I'm concerned with is Elliot wasn't that into it.
I wasn't as into it as you guys were. I think I said that.
I
did really like it, but not as much as you guys did.
But I'm happy to go with because I also really liked Hell's Paradise.
But the thing is, are we going to remember? I feel like are we going to remember Heavenly? If we do pick that one, are we going to remember Heavenly Delusion by the end of the year? And are we going to remember Hell's Paradise by the end of the year?
Like I've said, I'm wildcarding Heavenly Delusion if it doesn't win.
So Heavenly Delusion's definitely. Thanks for having second wildcard buddy daddies at this point.
I'm going to stick either way.
You're sticking with Hell's Paradise if it's between the two of them, or are you going to go to Heaven? Or are you going to move to Heavenly Delusion?
So what I'm saying is I'll break the tiebreaker and I'll go Hell's Paradise.
You want to do that one? Because I'm a bit. I think Reece might potentially do that.
Yeah, because I'm happy to go either or. Both are equally great shows.
Like, for me, at the moment, I would wildcard one or the other. Like, I mean, if Heavenly Delusion wins, fair enough. Like, because I love that show, but also Hell's Paradise has shown itself to be fun.
No, I'm going to stick with it because I found some parts of the plot a bit confusing. I'm sticking with Hell's Paradise. I'm going to stick with that.
Are we getting? Is it a 24-episode season? Is Hell's Paradise?
No, it's
No, 13.
Oh, it's just 13, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
So the last
13.
episode is on tomorrow.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
I'm going to stick with Hell's Paradise. You're sticking with Heavenly Delusion.
I'm sick of having division.
I'll go Hell's Paradise to make things easier.
Reese.
I'll go Heavenly Delusion.
So,
Just to force it. Just to force it on
if you
my
change
brain.
it back, then that means it wins.
Okay, well, I'll say Heavenly Delusion.
Yeah.
So Heavenly Delusion wins.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted that to want to win.
So I'm now hoping someone wildcards Hell's Paradise.
I feel like you two will.
If nothing else better comes out, I'll probably.
Yeah.
So there it is. It didn't come top of our scoreboard, but the Anime Amigos anime of the season is Heavenly Delusion.
Everybody,
clap your hands.
I'm very pleased with that one. I'm so amazed.
So
by it.
stuff for next season?
Well,
yeah.
let's take a look next season. Yeah.
I don't actually know what's coming out.
Did you see Kaisen season
I
2?
remember that is coming out.
There's a big one.
For gaming fans, I'll tell you, Riser is coming.
Hey.
So it's summer season, isn't it?
Oh, Jesus.
One Calvin will not shut up about Zom 100.
Yeah, no.
Of the Dead.
Brilliant manga. I'm really looking forward to seeing how they
I've
animate
not
it.
heard of that.
Very looking forward
It's
to
basically zombie apocalypse happens, so some guy has it gets really excited, so he's not having to live his mundane job.
Horimiya season 2.
Yeah.
No, not season 2. It's
to be more exact,
it's season 1.5.
It's the stuff that one show. I know me and Calvin are gonna be really excited about. Duke of Death is back.
Something I'm very excited about. Bleach.
So
Something we're all excited about. Jobless Reincarnation.
Oh, boy.
Remind me not to watch that.
One
You won't need
I
to.
like the look of is the girl I like forgot her glasses. I think that one could be quite.
Yeah.
That one looks like it might be a nice, good, cute slice of life.
One that we will laugh and groan about when Calvin nominates it for Anime of the Year. Rent a Girlfriend season 3.
Yeah.
You think the chances of that happening?
And then also one we're all going to
You weren't the
love
only
and
one
nominate.
promoting season 2.
Yeah, and one we're all going to love and nominate. Reincarnated as a vending machine.
Elvis, I've heard very good things about that one.
Shall we?
Kenshin.
One I'm actually quite excited about because I've heard a lot of good things about it. Reign of the Seven Spellblades.
Oh yeah.
Oh, is that Nanatsu no Maken? I've not heard of anything about that.
One that I've heard the manga's really good. I've heard the manga's pretty good. He's dying. Oh no, it's based on a novel.
No.
One's been very anticipated because it's based on a very popular novel, My Happy Marriage.
I've heard that one good. I've heard good things about.
So
Yeah, and then one for Ali, Vanguard's back.
Yes, boy.
Bungo Stray Dogs is back.
A controversial one, Rurouni Kenshin.
Yeah.
I'd rather not talk about that one. Period.
Yeah.
I think we can safely all just not mention it next season.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah. Sugar Apple Fairy Tale's back.
Monogatari season 2? I don't know what that is.
Sugar Apple Fairy Tale's back. I'm happy for that.
The one I've seen, apparently it's quite a funny. It's quite a funny panel one. So it's similar to Tomo-chan in that sense. Saint Cecilia and Pastor Lawrence. That one was meant to come out this season. It got delayed due to Aniplex having issues with some of their animation.
Does
department.
Vanguard more?
Yeah, I mentioned. Yeah,
Oh, sorry, you brought that up already.
I'm very behind. I need to catch up on Vanguard.
Yeah.
More Devil is a part-timer.
Yeah.
There's also a new special for Fate.
Oh
Or
yeah,
Fate, Strange
I saw
Fate.
things about that. That looks interesting.
Yeah.
Shall we?
My tiny senpai just looks like my senpai is annoying again.
Yeah, apparently it's a more
It's
wholesome version
Same
of that.
art style.
There's an OVA for, what is it, Kyokai... Is that Warrior of the Borderline or something like Kyokai Senti?
I think so.
Kengan Ashura Season 2 OVA?
I'm certain people that like Baki will be happy.
Yeah.
Baki Season 2 is coming back.
Yeah.
And I'm certain the people that liked Bastard, Heavy Metal, Dark Fantasy will be happy that they can watch Season 2 from their basements.
All three of them.
Not including us for once.
It doesn't like a standout series, really. Season, particularly.
No, but something
I mean,
that
it
usually is.
Oh yeah, Bungo Stray Dogs is back. Fuck yeah!
To answer your thing, Ren, Harry is more Season 1.5. It's
That's-
it's all the
that's-
missing chapters they didn't get a chance to do because they wanted to get to the ending of
Okay, so you can still go into it and it will be new content. It's not recycling stuff.
Yeah.
No, it's not recycled. Oh god. I think you're infectious, Elliot. I just had a pull up there.
Ovid.
Grimace Shake has fucking nothing on this.
I swear our biggest surprise is probably going to be quite good next season because I
Yeah.
reckon there's going to be a bunch of shows that came out of nowhere that people like.
I think most of this thing we're going to be bumping up as sequels next season.
Well,
I'm gonna say right now I'm not bumping up Tonikawa next season. I'm gonna completely leave it off my list.
Wait, is it still going?
It's an OVA called High School Days, which is it's basically a filler arc.
It's an OVA. I don't know if we'll be able to promote that one. What is it, like multiple episodes?
It's basically what it is. They don't want to have season 3 start with this arc, so they're putting it as a web show before that and just throwing all the episodes out there.
Yeah.
well, if there are fewer things for us to expect to be good, hopefully there will be some surprise, like you said, surprises in the original section.
Sorry,
I know.
I just saw that the masterful cat is depressed again today.
Carol's anime of the year.
I don't know what to make of that.
It sounds like my anime of the year. Let's be honest.
Do you like Shadowverse? Didn't you, Elliot?
I'll be honest. I kind of stopped watching it after a while, specifically because you know how in sequel seasons they bring characters from the first season back into it.
Yeah.
They brought that lot back in like in episode 17.
Can I say this one?
Way too early.
Can I say this one? If it's good, I'll be unbelievably surprised. My unique skill makes me OP even at level 1.
Oh, that's gonna be bad.
Yeah.
Again, it fits in with the isekai title where it sounds ridiculous, but hopefully it'll be good.
It also sounds like generic. It sounds like we've heard it before.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, there's another one here. Level 1 Demon Lord and the One Room Hero. At least that sounds like it's a bit of a comedic
Why is it always? Oh, I'm powerful at level 1.
What's that help?
That's nothing.
one. Okay, it's based on the manga.
Looks like another isekai.
I'm not exactly sure what that is. I think that's it.
You know what? A hot take. Stop doing isekai.
Like,
not,
can we
not
take
even
a-
a hot take. Just
Can we
take
take a break on
No,
it?
don't stop doing isekai. Just make them good.
Yeah.
Actually
Yeah.
work on it. The problem is, because isekai is a hot thing in Japan right now. Light novelists are just making the most boring, generic isekais possible.
Put it this-
and they get big just because... And they get big, and it pretty much guarantees a light novel.
Put it this
Yeah.
way, we wouldn't be complaining about superhero fatigue if the MCU was more consistent in how on the quality of the movies.
No, I'd say I won't be getting it if they like didn't release them so fucking often.
And if the rest of the film community, cinema community didn't try to profit off of doing Marvel's method of universe building, which they have done for years.
There's an original one called Ayaka, which, I mean, just from the poster looks interesting. I mean, that
That does look nice.
it does look like it's going to have very good animation, if nothing else.
Pretty.
It was animated by Studio Blanc.
Don't know them.
They did. Oh Jesus!
The incarnation of the strongest exorcist in another world.
They also.
That one was okay.
They
I
also-
stand by. That one's alright.
I've never heard this. My girlfriend is show bitch.
No idea.
Life lessons with Uramachi Oni-san.
I don't think any
I
of these
think I've heard that one.
That was the guy who hosts the
No
children's
idea.
show, and he's actually really annoyed all the
Oh,
time.
that was good!
Yeah, one strongest exorcist. That was good.
So, we'll obviously talk about this in September when we get down to the summer season. But I'll say thank you very much for joining us. Next month, very different thing. We're doing a live episode. Elliot's died.
I won't be there.
I will also be there.
Grimace Shake got him.
Yep.
And
Alrighty. Sorry, Elliot.
well, Elliot was going to be there, but
Not anymore.
Elliot's corpse will be there.
he would be talking about Cowboy Bebop. He'd be talking about
Trigun.
I'm talking about Outlaw Star. You're talking about Lane because you didn't have anything, and I had to give you something.
Take it.
But it's a special live episode at my company Axia's 25th anniversary. So we're celebrating 25 years. What anime they're celebrating the 25th anniversary? We better get him a medic. We'll see.
Zero.
Maybe he'll reincarnate in a good isekai.
This will be. This joke has really gotten weird.
Thank you very much for joining
Joining us. See you soon, guys.
Right,
Goodbye.
well.